How many country flags can you identify without looking them up? Well, you most definitely know this one and this one. But what about these two here? When I say two, I really mean it. Some countries have flags so similar, they will give even a geography fan a hard time. New Zealand and Australia. Let's start down under. It's understandable. Australia and New Zealand have a lot in common, but their flags just look way too similar. Both of them are essentially a blue field with Union Jack to represent their British colonial past in the top inner corner. This canvas is called the British Blue Ensign. The difference between the two flags is in the shades of the blues and reds and the stars. Flag of New Zealand has 4 of them, representing the Southern Cross constellation. Flag of Australia has the same constellation, but pictured in 5 stars, and an extra larger star that is called a Commonwealth or Federation star. Indonesia and Monaco. In contrast to the previous pair of countries, these two have basically nothing that brings them together, except for their almost identical flags. Both are hundreds of years old, and both are essentially 2 horizontal stripes in red and white. Is using the heraldic colors of the shield of the Monegasque. That's a fancy way of saying related to Monaco royal family arms. The flag of Indonesia is a reminder of those times when it was associated with the Majapahit Empire. White and red in it symbolizes duality of nature. The only difference between the two flags is that Indonesian is longer. And here comes a plot twist. If you turn any of these two flags upside down, you'll see the flag of Poland with a white stripe over a red stripe. Venezuela, Colombia, Ecuador. In 1822, the newly created country of Gran Colombia made its national flag a canvas of 3 unequal horizontal stripes in yellow, blue, and red. And even though that state existed only for 8 years, its legacy lives on in the flags of Venezuela, Colombia, and Ecuador that have made it the basis for their individual flags. The flag of Venezuela has stripes equal in size, an arc of stars in the middle, and the national coat of arms in the upper hoist corner. The flag of Ecuador also features the national coat of arms, except it's right in the middle. Stripes in the flags of Colombia and Ecuador are a different width, and yellow is the largest of them. Nicaragua and Honduras. Both of these flags are based on the flag of the United Provinces of Central America, a country that existed in the 19th century. Honduras adopted its official flag in 1866. It has 5 stars against the white background of its central horizontal stripes. They stand for 5 original Central American provinces of Nicaragua, Honduras, Guatemala, Costa Rica, and El Salvador. It's interesting that the flag of Nicaragua has the same symbolism, except it has 5 volcanoes instead of 5 stars. The blue stripes on both flags stand for the Caribbean Sea and the Pacific Ocean. Norway and Iceland. Both of these Nordic countries have derived their flag from their peer, Denmark. So both feature a white Scandinavian cross and a color combination of red and blue. Red is the dominant color of the Norwegian flag, and the cross is white bordered. The flag of Iceland has way more of blue and a red cross that's also white bordered. Luxembourg and Netherlands. The red, white, and blue tricolor has been the official Dutch flag since mid-17th century, so it's easily one of the oldest flags in the world that later inspired other famous tricolors, such as those of France and Russia. Until that time, the upper stripe used to be orange, the color of Dutch royalty. The flag of Luxembourg didn't stem from its neighbor, but developed on its own. The two banners differ in the shades of blue and their ratio, 2-3 for Netherlands and 3-5 for Luxembourg. Tunisia and Turkey. The Turkish flag as we know it today, with a white star and a crescent, was adopted in the 19th century and derived from the flag of Ottoman Empire. Back around the same time, Tunisia was also part of the Ottoman Empire, but it had some commercial independence. So the ruler of the country, Hassan Bey II, had a hard time picking a flag that would look like the Ottoman one, but not to be identical. He didn't want his ships to be confused with Ottoman ships and be attacked by countries they had peace treaties with. So the modern flag of Tunisia has been around since 1827 and looks very much like the Turkish flag. Egypt, Iraq, Yemen. All of these countries' flags are based on the Arab Liberation Flag of 1952. It consisted of 3 horizontal stripes of red, white, and black. The red stands for unity and bloodshed in the name of revolution. White symbolizes a bright future, and black stands for the dark past. The modern flag of Yemen is basically the Arab Liberation Flag, and the flags of Egypt and Iraq have their own symbolism added. The Egyptian flag features its national emblem, the Eagle of Saladin, right in the middle. The current version of the flag of Iraq was adopted in 2008, where changes were made to the symbols in green in the center of it. Bahrain and Qatar. Flags of Bahrain and Qatar are often mistaken for one another, but local people will assure you they are completely different. First of all, the Bahraini flag is white and red, and the flag of Qatar is white and maroon. Second, the latter has 9 white points, that Qatar became the 9th member of the reconciled Emirates of the Persian Gulf in 1916. The flag of Bahrain has 5 white points that symbolize the 5 pillars of Islam. Samoa and Taiwan. The UN proclaimed the official flag of Samoa in 1949. It is a red field that has a blue rectangle in the upper corner. It features the Southern Cross constellation with 4 large stars and 1 smaller star. Taiwan has the flag of the Republic of China for its national banner. It's also a red field with blue in the upper corner. You can also see a white disc that stands for the sun with 12 triangles or rays around it in the blue field. Slovenia, Slovakia, Russia. The Russian tricolor, inspired by the Dutch flag, was used on merchant ships and as a national flag since 1696. It was replaced during the Soviet times and reintroduced in 1991 in the 1:2 ratio. The Russian tricolor became the inspiration for flags of many countries in Eastern and Southern Europe. The 2 big differences between the flags of Russia, Slovakia, and Slovenia are the length. Russian flag is shorter, and the fact that both Slovakia and Slovenia have their coat of arms proudly set in the middle of their tricolors. Croatia and Paraguay. It seems like there is hardly any connection between these 2 states geographically, so wide apart. Yet they both have a tricolor in the same order of colors as their national banner. Croatian flag also has a shield in the middle, with a crown made up of 5 ancient coat of arms of Croatia and its religions: Dubrovnik, Dalmatia, Istria, and Slavonia. The flag of Paraguay bears the colors of the French tricolor, since many historians believe independence movements in Latin America were inspired by the French Revolution. And since you already know the French flag is a variation of the Dutch tricolor, they do have some common history with the Croatian flag after all. One unique thing about the flag of Paraguay is that it's double-sided, with the national coat of arms on the obverse and the seal of treasury on the reverse. Ireland and India. Have you ever noticed the flags of Ireland and India are of exactly the same colors? Now you have. You're welcome. In the case with Ireland, the green, white, and orange symbolize peace between Roman Catholics and the Protestants everyone was hoping for in the 19th century when the flag was adopted. White in this case is the color of truce. As for the Indian flag, orange in it stands for courage and sacrifice, white for peace and truth, and green for faith and chivalry. There's also a 24-spoke wheel in the middle that's called Ashoka Chakra. And now prepare to be amazed. There is no other pair of flags in the world that looks this much alike. Romania and Chad. It takes a real flag expert to spot any differences between the flags of Romania and Chad. The difference is in the slight variations of shades between the blue, yellow, and red vertical stripes. The 2 flags have totally different origins. The modern version of the Romanian flag was adopted in 1861, after a few variations to the previous versions. Chad got its banner in 1960, when it had received independence from France. In the first version there was a green stripe, but it looked too much like the flag of Mali, so they added a blue stripe instead. Can you think of any other flags that look alike? Let me know in the comments section below. Don't forget to give this video a like, share it with your friends, and click subscribe to stay on the bright side of life.